let's now veer into the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, because they are also very much deeper into the health of SME growth and the business community in Ghana. They will, as a matter of urgency, be embarking on this forum as well to ascertain the SME growth in the country and how best they could explore ways of repositioning their business success. The president of the chamber, Clement Osei-Marco, joins us via Zoom. We're so grateful, sir, that you joined us on the marketplace. From the chamber's perspective, what's the state of SMEs in Ghana today?
Thank you so much, and then greetings to your listeners. SME state in Ghana is something that we always have to, consider in most of our meetings. Currently, they contribute about 70% of GDP and 75% of employment. And so then it means that 30% comes outside their domain. And so it is an issue that we certainly need to look at as a country. SME, their states, for that matter, has different definition. If you want to look around it, that somebody should give us a definition of an SME, you would end up getting different definitions. Some will look at them in terms of their employment, their capacity, and even some banks in terms of turnover. It means that as a country, there's a lot that we have to do to look at the consistency of putting them together. You realize that they are fragmented, they are not coordinated, difficult even to manage them, and mostly in the informal sector in our country. As to what they do, we don't even know much about their behavior. And we know we must learn consumer behavior to be able to predict their doings and have solutions to them. And that's their nature. As to what they do, who they are, it is difficult for the banks, even if you want to ask them to tell us. Their financials are not reliable because we are not teaching them as to how best they can coordinate and put up figures that we can be supported by banks to help them. They have short life. That is, assuming the owner dies, the company fails to exist. So we have a lot of work to do in this direction. Inadequate information, training, high interest rates are some of the key issues that are bothering the SME. And for that matter, as a country, we need to look at it based upon what they bring on board. And they are capable of transforming this country. We're able to look at them very well.
Quite depressing description of the state of SMEs. But what exactly, therefore, is informing the choosing of the sector this time around under the Chamber's purview for the forum ahead?
We always have a research group who comes out with empirical data concerning them. As part of the work that we did, the research that we did, we saw that SMEs, we need to put them together and coordinate them. So we had the basis from the research and the key role that they also play for the country. And I believe that as a chamber, you have the opportunity to organize them on a monthly basis. It will help and inure to the benefit of this nation. And for that matter, even between now, when we have our meeting in the coming week, we'll certainly have to look at the way of bringing them back again to discuss further before the end of the year. And so we want to look at how to coordinate them, bring them stakeholders together to have data that will be able to, look through and come up with solutions to support them. And basically, with the Chamber of Commerce, we have about 70% or more constitute most of our members. And so that as much as we want to satisfy the needs of our members, the more we tackle them, most of our needs are being addressed. And for that matter, the country will benefit at large.
All right, Mr. President, we do know that in the course of COVID-19, SMEs have had their fair share of the impact negatively. And of course, several interventions have been injected to support these SMEs, but are they enough from your perspective?
So they are woefully inadequate as a country, and looking at what they bring on board. And when you look at the capacity building with the SMEs, most of the time we organize meetings for only 3 days. How can you organize 3 days meeting to build their capacity? They are moving around the streets. How do we get their data for them? They don't even know where. Sometimes the government have some monies for them. They don't even know. And we feel that we need to cluster their needs and find leaders within the country to support them. We have to have a coordinated approach and manage the stakeholders to have adequate information. We have to increase our technology to address their needs. How many SMEs, and for that matter, the microfinance people, micro within the SME space, who have even time to come to the bank. They are moving around the streets. They are not, they are in the informal sector.
All right.
We need to come in with some technology that can address their needs, like the money, the mobile monies. If you go there and you're able to educate them how to put even their deposits together, it's a key issue. You will not get them to move into the banks. So I think that as a nation, there's something more to be done than what we are doing.
All right.
And for us to move them in the interest of the country, there's a lot to be done. And that informs us to have a meeting together with our stakeholders who have the capacity to also deliver, and let's find a lasting solution to their needs, and so that the country will grow well.
Tell us more about the Chamber SME Forum, which is going to focus on redefining business success of SMEs in Ghana.
Okay, thank you. Our SME Forum will take place on 25th at La Palm Hotel. We have our guest speaker, Honorable Frema Osel Pare, will be with us, and he's representing the government level. We have our special guest of honor to be Honorable Alan Chemanti, is always with us. And so then you realize that we have the sectors around. We have people from Bank of Africa also delivering for us. We have some people also from other ministries together with the other state organizations also being with us. We have people who have also tried it a lot, the private sectors also being with us, and we have Ms. Felicia Chumasi will be there.
All right.
Jonathan Litrot, and all those guys who have the capacity to deliver. And most especially, the GA boss, Mrs. Kosi Yankee Aye will be there. And most of the SME issues dwell in her domain.
So it's going to be a very much packed event. We're so grateful, Mr. President, that you could make the time to join us on the marketplace. He is the president of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry.